Looks like it's about to kill someone.
Your fairway is 220 to 170. Okay. Okay.
Bye. So that 30 feet. So I do that all the time. Because when I'm like hitting balls, I don't hear people. And you're like, hey Jeff, I'm just like, oh, I saw you just now when you did it. Are you serious? I cannot even hear you.
That tree will be dead center. So we're going to play a small fairway.
First left.
It's perfect. All within the blue. It's fantastic. Technical's good. Speeds are good. Smash up. Launch is perfect. Landing angle is perfect. Landing angle 35, that's what I'm looking for. 34 is going to give you a bit of run, right? So a little bit hot. You know, these floaters definitely go a tad bit higher than normal.
They go higher?
They go a little bit higher than normal.
I feel like I hit higher than course.
Maybe because you tee it up a little high.
I tee up quite a bit higher.
It could be a little bit more to the left.
What's my, what's it called? Tracking?
1-4. Up.
Wait, I'm hitting it up? I'm hitting it up?
1.4 up.
It's good.
Great.
I've been trying to work on it. That's why I've been teeing higher. Trying to get that feel like
You don't need to do it anymore.
It's like minus 1.
Usually 1 is more.
Right?
We're now 0.6 up.
Maybe that's why I'm hitting it.
100%. More up you get, less spin you have. With square confidence. That's really poppy. I like that. Super great. Swing wise, no issue. Path, swing direction, fantastic. Baby draws, technicals up, speed back up 91, 92. It's a little Healy.
Open the face a little bit.
It's great for miss, eh? So, look at your ear ones. So let's go down, goes back, right? Other than that, if your Healy ones are spinning kind of low, that's a great sign. Spin rates is low and heel shot. They're not as high as normal, which means that you at least get some yardage, right? Which is good.
a tad bit low on the face. Yeah, that sounded a little low on the face. That's great, dude. Even low on the face. That's a great sign. Which means it's a very, very forgiving all-round ride. Yeah. Things like you get a little bit here, a little bit low, a little high, a little toe. Obviously, toe's going to give you a little less spin. Natural. Close. Toe. Further from your heel, closest to you. Which is your right hand?
I'm not directionally challenged. I know a lot of
Why?
women
I go, turn right, and you know she doesn't.
are. Is it this thing?
Yes. Oh my
I don't know
god.
how it works. Wait.
So left.
Oh, left. And then this is...
I want to get that launch down a bit. Launch angle is really high. That's great. Right? If you can spin it around 221. So if you get that, a little less spin, it's going to go number one, it's going to go straight up. The launch is a little, but the spin is a little bit affected to do with your attack angles.
Yeah.
So if you get that, let's say you get that neutral, or let's say it's even one up, your launch is obviously going to be another one up. Right? So it's going to be, let's try and get you something a little bit more to like gear towards one up. So let's drop you one down, and let's see what happens. Generally, when I drop you down in loft, you should have a little less curvature, draw curvature.
Focus. Focus. Okay, what did you say you're working on? This one, right?
Yeah, attack angle. So if I get your attack angle, let's say we get it, let's say 1 degree up, it's virtually 2 degrees difference, right?
Yeah.
2 degrees difference, your launch angle should drop down 2 degrees.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get you 13, that's great. So that would be like maybe slightly higher toe. But what you, yep. That's why your launch is actually quite high. It's just the highest strike. But the toe takes a spin off it, so it actually, sometimes you have to hit it further with the height.
It's still going.
Feels toey, right?
Yeah, I think I got it at the same spot.
See, spin drops.
See?
This is the spin I'm talking about. 2000, 21, yeah. Solid. Just for the cameras or? So those last three at 9 degrees, the spin rate's dropped a lot. But that's mainly because you hit 3 toes. I'm going to wait for you to hit 3 flush ones and then we'll compare. Then you look at your toe, it's like, oh, okay, that's right. I missed away from you to the toe.
I was trying to hit the one center, that's why I think I turned it over.
So you're attacking at 0. Your launch drop.
When you're on the course, Jen, what do you find, where would you normally hit it on the face? Like your bad ones? More toey?
I guess so.
Yeah, more toey, right?
That one was here. Probably right here. Eric's workshop.
This is the assembly room.
Like Santa's workshop with Eric.
Kid in the candy shop. So this is the Deramax Blue. It's a 03 beta model. You'll see it down here. This is your code. Some of the other ones you'll see 01B, that's 01 beta, 04, 020. These are all different shafts designed to do different things. So this particular one is a low spin, low launch character, something that you needed. Your previous shaft was a little higher mid-flight. We were just trying to bring that flight down, get the launch angle down a little lower. This particular shaft is made with a material called T1100. It's extremely high-end, very stable, very firm, very little give in the shaft. So in your particular model, use an SX Flex, which is like a stiff, extra stiff, if that makes sense to you. This particular company makes a lot of different shafts that do a lot of different flexes. So you'll have like R2, R, SR, S, SX, X, XX, and in all different weights. So just for you, it was great because we could bring the flight down a little bit, give you a little bit more speed, which I think you found you might have picked up maybe half a mile, 1 mile an hour extra. So for the Pro, half a mile to 1 mile an hour is massive. If we can get the launch to optimal level and you spin to an optimal level, it can be 10, 12 yards for you.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm weighing shafts here. So this is your previous shaft. The raw weight was 64.2. Raw weight means pre-cut, obviously. We got you into a slightly lighter spec, and we found that you picked up a little bit more speed. 50.6.
Is this one stiffer?
So they're really different types of stiffness profile. You've got one here which has got Kevlar braided, which stores energy, and it feels kind of soft, this one, but at the ball it feels quite firm. We initially got this for you because it gave you that stability, but also just to get the flight up a little bit higher.
Yeah, I hit
struggling.
higher.
You remember last time
Yeah.
when you first came, you were hitting like worm burners, and that would really help get your flight up. This particular model, now your swing's a lot better, and your paths and everything's a lot, your club face, everything else is much more neutral. You're finding you're hitting this is actually a bit too high.
Mm-hmm.
So this has a much more, it's a very fast kicky shaft, but it's still very, very stable because of the material they use. Which one plays firmer? This actually plays firmer, but you will like the weight and the flight of this a lot better.
Yeah.
That's really what's happened. And this is what happens as your golf swing evolves and it moves in a certain direction. You're going to find that certain shafts just feel better and certain shafts don't.
Okay.
They've all got different tip stiffnesses, midsection stiffnesses, and butt stiffnesses. They're all different. They all accommodate for different types of swings and load patterns, etc.
But not one's better than the other.
No such thing. Both are fantastic shafts.
Politically correct answer.
No, just for different types of golfers, different types of swings, different types of speeds.
Again, this is mine. But mine, it's the same weight, right? It just says XS.
Yes, exactly. They just wind it differently.